In this video, I'm going to show you how to clone anything, even yourself, in any photo, the fastest, simplest, and most convincing way. First things first, download Snapseed. It's an editing app from Google, and honestly, it's not the best for editing, but it is the best for cloning. When taking the photos that you need to clone yourself, make sure that your phone doesn't move. Otherwise, you'll have to start over because the background will look strange and won't line up properly. You can also use a gimbal to keep your phone steady, but just be cautious. Gimbals are stabilizers, but they're not rock solid, and it may move, and that can also throw your photos off. What I'm gonna do is use my DJI OM6 mount to attach it to this metal chair. If you have a watch or something like that you can use to control the shutter, I recommend using that because even the slightest contact with the phone can cause it to shift position and make you have to restart. All right, now here's where your creativity comes into play. I recommend when you first start trying to clone yourself, you make sure that your positions don't overlap. It can be done, but it makes the editing process so much more difficult. I recommend staying on two separate sides of the screen for each photo that you take. And now that we have all three of our photos taken, let's go to the iPad and see just how we go about cloning ourselves. All right, so here's where the fun starts. Go and open your photo in Snapseed. Then go over to the pencil and hit double exposure. You'll go to open image and choose the one that you want. Then go down to style, hit darken, go over to transparency and bring it all the way up, and then hit that check mark. Now go up to layers on the top right and down to view edits. Once you've done that, hit double exposure at the bottom right, the little arrow, and then the brush. Now you can brush yourself in on the other side of the screen, and it double exposes the layer there without really affecting the rest of the image. So when you're done with that, hit the check mark, and you're in the same photo twice. You can do this as many times as you want. Like I said, overlapping will make it a little more difficult. You'll have to have much more precision with your brushing, but you can do this over and over again. I took 3, as you saw, and bring the opacity up once you bring it in. Down to view edits, the brush, and you brush yourself in, and it's really that easy. It's the easiest part of the whole process. The hardest part is the creativity, where you want to take photos at and where you want to be standing type stuff. This part, super easy. I also recommend checking out Snapseed and seeing what all you can do in there. Like I said, it's not the greatest app for photo editing in general, but it is pretty cool. There's some neat things you can do in there and filters and whatnot.